Ah, no, mira. Ya hay una traducción en español. Oh, espero que sí. Adéntrate en la locura del llamado de Cthulhu. Vamos a hacer una nueva partida. Una nueva vacía. Agencia de investigación Pierce Boston. Ah, no. De Pierce en Boston. No, Pierce Boston. What? Edward Pierce, veterano de la Primera Guerra Mundial, ahora en su recuerdo, ahoga sus recuerdos en alcohol y somníferos. Somníferos. Ahora trabaja como detective privado, pero le cuesta encontrar un caso que despierte su letargo. Pierce debe encontrar un caso nuevo pronto o se arriesga a perder la licencia. Puch. Hola, Miguel. Si viste que salió la competencia de Lethal Company, de hecho es mejor. ¿Cuál? ¿La de los que se hacen youtubers? ¿Los que hacen exploración urbana? ¿Cómo anda, Leo? Bienvenido al streamillo. ¿Qué tal va el domingo? Te perdiste el final de Cthulhu. Pues así como que mejor tampoco. Y tampoco está tan alta la vara de Lethal Company. Lo malo es que me enteré muy tarde de que podías cambiar el content warning gratis. Si estoy loco, es una misericordia. Que los dioses se apiaden de aquel que en su tosuda insensibilidad es capaz de conservar la cordura. Sí, 100 varos. Ahorita no tengo 100 varos. Todo se está yendo para pagar la compu. Ah, sí es cierto, tenemos... Pero ¿para qué 3K en el viaje? Ya ves, no, sí. Estas vacaciones se movió bastante la mitad. Partida guardada, nice. No, tripas. Ya me van a dar chamba hasta el 15 de... ¡Púchales! ¿Y eso? No se ocupa hasta dentro de 15 días. Hubieras dejado ahí un exploit para que te ocuparan antes. Juan, no es cierto. Pescado, pescado. Oh, es tiburón. Se me antojaron unos taquitos de tiburón. Ay, qué rico. Para agacharse pulsa. Ok. Oh, tremendo. Súper encanta este verde, verde Cthulhu. Combatir la oscuridad. Tienes que lograr objetos específicos para interactuar con ellos. Me las acabé las compus. Ay, disculpe. Bueno, pero así tienes 15 días para hacer otras cosas, así de relax. Un objeto pulsar. Ah, hola. Soy zurdo. Qué bien. O no. A lo mejor soy diestro. Oh, ¿qué es eso? Sí, de hecho, mi pendiente. Ah, ya ves. Ah, está bien. Gracias. Gracias por el salud. Pero no sé si soy yo muy fuerte. Oh, pinzas. No podía agarrar esas pinzas porque estaban en la oscuridad. Neta. Ah, cortapernos. Qué bonito verde. El martes voy por el título. Ya para que me. ¡Ah, genial! No olvides de tomar tu foto allá al águila. Yes, yes, yes. De forma inaudible. Kutuchulu me está hablando. Espera, ya Kutuchulu. Voy a cortar eso de ahí. ¿Por qué no? Si acabo de cortar uno. Yes, 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 yes. Para que digas, tengo foto con el link. Ah, sí. Yes, yes, yes. Con su título. Ingeniero con título. Nomás con que no me manden llamar a ningún lado. O sea, oh no. Le ofrecieron tiburón y no le gustó. La célula se parece bien. 1600. Hoy estuvo barata la célula. Digo, no me sobra ni ese dinero, pero no está barato.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Yo he sido elegido. Yo fui chosen. Sí, como que correr, pues no corre. Pero bueno. Observa.
Everything has already been written.
Ya se ha escrito todo. Alto ahí, pelones.
As you attempt to change your destiny.
Ya consigo un remoto o aquí ya por recomendación. Pues tengo primero. Nice. Ay no, mataron al pelonchas. Se veía bueno. Mano de pulpo. Ah, ya era un sueño.
I hate whiskey.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo quieres el whisky? Bueno, sí. No, necesitamos ginebra. El caso, misiones. Pierce. Ay, mucho texto. Fuerza profesional. 6 pepes. Se necesita antes del siguiente nivel. No sé qué es. Pepes. Trauma psicológico. Oh, tuve pesadillas. Nice. Edward Pierce es un veterano de la Primera Guerra Mundial que participó en la ofensiva Mosa Arcon. Es uno de los pocos supervivientes del batallón perdido, dado que las unidades estadounidenses que sufrieron grandes pérdidas de fuego de artillería, enemigos y aliados. ¿Qué? Pérdidas por fuego. Se vieron obligados a mantener su posición durante los días rodeados de los cadáveres de sus compañeros, sin comida ni medicinas, y sus compatriotas les dieron por perdidos. Estos acontecimientos traumatizaron a Pierce. Ahora toma somníferos y alcohol para calmar las pesadillas que lo persiguen. Pues no, jaló. Acabo de tener una pesadilla. Fue horrible, Liz. ¿Qué es eso?
I wonder why I still take these things.
Qué bonito. Los médicos me recomendaron cuando volví de la guerra y mejoraron que se acabarían las pesadillas, pero desde hace un tiempo ha sido perdiendo efecto. La pócima de Char. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Felices para siempre? Ya, tengo una... No, pensé que era como mi lámpara, pero no. Solo se parece. Yes. ¿Qué es eso? ¿No beber? Claro que beber. Eso afectará no sé qué.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Sí, pues no puedo. Vamos a poner radio universidad. Ay, la apagué. Ahí está, radio universidad. What? Oh. Le muevo el radio y suena el teléfono.
I'm listening.
Sí.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Sí, soy.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth.
Vamos a hacer el texto más grande. Superamos ese símbolo. Seguro que la versión aplicar no aplicar. Yes. Juego. Subtítulos, sí. Detección, sí. Retículo, no. Ok. No, es como Matehuala sigue caída. Juaz, pero por lo puedo escuchar por internet. Sensibilidad de la cámara.
El Pipe Blood dice volví, Cthulhu.
Kutuchululul. Ahora somos Pierce el alcohólico detective.
A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What? Oh, reparte tus puntos de personaje. Los puntos de personaje le permiten mejorar la puntuación de una habilidad. Nice. Nice. Fuerza, elocuencia, percepción, psicología, investigación. Vamos a ser muy perspicaces. Vamos a ser medio psicólogos. Hay que tener fuerza bruta. Investigación, elocuencia. No, investigación y más fuerza. Ahora todavía tengo 3 puntos. Más fuerza. No tanta elocuencia y más percepción. Listo. No. Ahí está. Añadir, restablecer, eliminar. Y luego, ¿cómo regreso? Por tus puntos. Ah, todavía tengo 3. No. 3 puntos, ahí están. ¿Cuántos me quedan? Validar.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date.
Kutuchululu. Este juego se lo debía a Pipe desde
May I
hace
raise a sensitive question?
otras
What's
vacaciones.
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
He
Work
aceptado
is
pocos.
scarce.
No quiero trabajar.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license.
Úchales, me
Show
van a quitar mi
yourself worthy
licencia.
of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll.
Úchales. No soy investigador privado, trabajo para una empresa. Qué asco. Mira, estoy guapo.
I'm coming.
¿Dónde está la rubia que debe llegar? Las películas me engañaron. Superamos los chalequitos.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
La guarida del borracho. Es una bonita
You're free to leave
nombre
anytime,
para una
sir.
cantina, ¿no?
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster,
No.
industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr.
Oh, no.
Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
Oh,
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my
¿qué me
little
dan esta
girl,
cámara?
she is dead.
No,
Even you must
se
know
murió.
of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes.
¿Cómo?
Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all
¿De ponerlos
died in
en
a
el
fire.
Instagram? ¿O cómo la?
Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Úchales, todo el mundo
Find
se
out
murió.
the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
Qué mal
I've brought
encuadrado
all
está
that
eso.
I have. Look,
A ver,
I
¿qué
want you to
trajo?
look carefully at this painting.
No, porque
Tell
la
me all the
percepción la tengo
assumptions that
alterada.
come to mind.
Mucho whisky. Ya por fin va a ser esa entrevista. Nice. No.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness,
No.
or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may
Superloquísimo.
understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Bueno, a ver. Pues vamos a leer primero.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Más en 36 Darkwater. ¿Tengo que apuntar algo? Espero que no. El informe, una etiqueta de envío es casi legible, pero entendido a partir de la dirección el Machine 36 Darkwater. O sea, agua puerca. El informe policial dice que el fuego empezó en el comedor y se llevó a toda la familia. La policía concluye que fue un accidente doméstico. Guiño, guiño. Sin embargo, hacen hincapié en la fragilidad mental de Sarah Hawkins. ¿Por qué? Un recorte de prensa, un artículo sobre el matrimonio de Sarah y Charles Hawkins, un hombre de negocios de la isla Darkwater, agua puerca, y aún una vida solitaria con su único hijo, Simón. Edward Pierce, un almacén dark, varios bocetos de la familia Hawking, no es mucho. Pues no, no es mucho. Dijo que era todo. Chale. Pudiera detallar objetivos actuales para abrirlo. Puche ese botón. Ese botón. Oh, vaya. Examinar la aventura. Nice. A ver.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed
Es de la película
a message
9.
into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
No debería tomarse este cuadro a la ligera. Informe policial habla de fragilidad mental. Hay algunas historias que no encajan. Investigar sobre el almacén donde vivía Sarah Hawkins.
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
¿Dónde está
It's a
Guapuerca?
small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out.
Oh,
Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
no lo pueden haber puesto más sencillo.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had
No estaba
visions.
loquito, solo
Everyone
tenía
knew
visiones.
that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things?
Vio cosas.
What do you mean by
¿A
that?
qué te refieres?
I
con
never
eso?
knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Hola. No, pues este papá no sabía nada de su...
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory.
¿Cómo que se fue el audio?
Though they mentioned Sarah's
Le voy a
mental
subir un poquito
state
el
was
audio.
fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that.
No,
I
solo
believe there
jala
is
sus
more to
dos y
this
sus
case than
tres.
just an accident.
Por ahora.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Bueno.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Oh, eso.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
Vindria. Sí.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the
¿De
death of
qué
your...
lado?
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't
No.
expect any less coming from a man
La
in your
calor.
situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Y si estás viendo hacia zona universitaria y el cerro que se está quemando, que supongo que es el lado izquierdo, el cerro San Miguelito.
I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
No. ¿Por qué? Incendio forestal, hierba seca, más whisky. Me dio sed. Chale. Que llamen a los bomberos que se está quemando. Qué bonita máquina de escribir. Teclado, teclado, teclado. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Oh, más whisky. Sí, sí es más whisky. Ahí dice whisky. Se va en la humadera. No, qué asco.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Pues tíralo.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Es lo que me quedé pendiente, supongo. ¿Qué es?
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Oh, soy un ñoñazo.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
Ah, vaya, mira.
But
Sí,
I've
sí.
never heard of it. According to this book, It was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Oigan el texto. La isla de Aguapuerca lleva habitada desde el siglo XIV y todavía guarda muchos de los tesoros que dejaron las tribus perdidas. El romanticismo de estos emocionantes testimonios de creencias ingenuas y primitivas no deben engañarte. No olvides la violencia de sus dioses. Una criatura gigante sigue decorando las paredes de enormes cuevas abandonadas. ¿Se trataba de un dios del mar o del sueño? Nadie lo sabe. ¿Por qué del sueño? Los habitantes de la actualidad, hijos e hijas de orgullosos cazadores de ballenas, todavía recuerdan la misteriosa y turbulenta historia de su pequeño territorio en la casa de Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water.
Sí, pero está que ver.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Hola. La aprendizaje de la mente. Un trabajo denso dirigido a becarios y jóvenes profesionales.
El Pipeblot dice lo onírico y lo invisible.
Le hubieran puesto mejor. Pero como agarraron textos del los viajes de Kutuchulu. Y como asumimos que estamos hablando de Cthulhu, pues por eso ponen el dios del sueño. Pero ¿dónde está el misticismo de encontrar eso? Mal ahí. Un trabajo denso y dirigido a becarios y jóvenes profesionales. El primer volumen incluye todas las enfermedades conocidas del mundo civilizado. ¡Hola! Junto con sus síntomas y tratamientos. Aquí, por si me lee la pancha, aprendí medicina. Uno de 5. Vaya. Estaba seguro que se quedó como una mística. Ese. Oh no, el moho se va a derribar mi ventilador. No.
I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader. I used to be an avid reader.
Alaska, guamas. Volumen 2, vocabulario. Les compré varios libros del mismo.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Sí, mi licencia de detective. Sí.
The Lost Battalion.
Están los compis.
Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Y algo brinco aquí. ¿Por qué no puedo entrar ahí? ¿Qué más hay? Nada. Bueno, listo. No, ese cajón no lo abrí.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Bueno, vámonos. Qué bonito verde. Pierce toma el caso Hawkins. La artista maldita ha sido causada de provocar el incendio que mató a su familia, incluida ella. La única pista es una perturbadora pintura que le dejó a su padre. En la etiqueta de envío figura la dirección de un almacén situado en la isla Darkwater. Este lugar parece ser el punto de partida de la investigación de Pierce. Parece, pero si es el punto de partida, what? ¿Cómo que parece? Mucho Kutuchulu. A ver a qué horas.
Alan Star Pro dice soy inmune a los anuncios y porque no me salen XD.
¿Tampoco están cargando los anuncios? Quita el adblock. Eso tardó un chorro. Ah, vaya, ahora sí va a empezar el juego. Sí. Dale, ven, ven. Cigarrito.
We're almost there.
Ya casi estamos. Diálogo completamente innecesario. ¿Quién habrá decidido ese verde como el verde de Cthulhu? Venga, mi llamado de Kutuchulu. Kutuchulu. Kutuchululu. Sí. Ay, lo único malo es que soy muy malo con las referencias Lovecraftianas. Ahora llegó bien Braver el barco. Y se estacionó súper bien.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
Ah,
A
bienvenidos a
sad
Agua
story
Puerca.
that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
¿Por qué tiene
I'm going for a look around the docks.
Quiero hablar con el compi que estaba acá. Qué bonitos los faros, amo los faros. Buenas, compay. No puedo hablar contigo, compay. ¿Te empujo? No, tampoco. Corre, corre, corre. Bueno, eso de correr. Es un desierto. No, ¿qué le pasó?
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If you force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
Hola.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always.
Un poco
And
muy
you.
tiemposo.
What brings you to our island?
¿Qué pasa, Ender?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse
Dame.
36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice.
Bien,
Now,
descender.
please, allow me to do my
Empezando
job.
el viaje a
You can't
Kutuchulu.
understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water,
Porque
you
todos se visten
shysters.
igual.
You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago.
Aprender
Only a
medicina sí
specialist
jaló.
would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the
Andamos bien,
water,
Ender.
you shysters. You're
Tranquilos.
crazy.
Pasaron una historia sumamente intensa, larga. De historias de terror cósmico.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Oh no, está bloqueado el camino. ¿Qué vamos a hacer?
Wanted to stir us up.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can
There's nothing
pick up
for you
the
here
pieces.
either.
Come
Beat
on, you
it.
bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly.
Ay, flocopsivos. Bandota. When I run for far away. A ver esa lámpara, quiero esa lámpara. Verla. ¿No puedo? Resplandece coso verde. Ah. ¿De qué trata este juego? Lo vamos a averiguar. Supone que es una historia narrativa, no es de acción, es más un poquito de aventura y narrativa. Ambientada después de la Primera Guerra Mundial. Somos Pierce, un investigador privado. Ambientado en las historias Lovecraftianas. Se llama El llamado de Cthulhu. Y estamos investigando un caso en Blackwater, porque apareció una pintura extraña de una mujer que trabajaba aquí en una fábrica que incendió el almacén y toda su familia se murió. Y si sale el Cthulhu, espero, la verdad espero que sí, Ender, pero lo dudo porque es una entidad que no podemos comprender. Nuestras mentes son demasiado débiles para poder ver a Kutuchulu y hasta decir su nombre correctamente. Y hay mucha gente genérica aquí. No invirtieron. Dale, Maidner. ¿Cómo te va? Además de que te caes de hermoso. ¡Ah! Le vamos a decir Her Ender por hermoso. Ah, la bienvenida, Mi pueblo te hubiéramos disparado. Pero no estamos en mi planeta. ¡Ah, toma!
Hey, be careful.
Cuidado, borrachín. Qué bien, soy un badass. Bien, bien, ya ando sanito. No, ¿qué te pasó? Muchas tortas ahogadas. Una fe fatal.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Oh, chales.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now.
Pero ¿cuál
But
media
the war
parte?
is over.
¿De
Try
Guadalajara
not to
para
forget
acá o
it.
de...
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that
O ya
way.
llegando se nos
Speak
muere.
then.
No.
I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Ah, sí que es una chica la que nos da el alcohol, ¿eh?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Debe haber sido una tortura para ti, sobre todo de camino. Sí, sí. Se le estaba saliendo el relleno, Ender. Hola. Whisky negro, nice.
I think we'll get along well.
El Ender.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Vaya.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why.
No, yogur no.
Then,
Hola, Vin. ¿Qué onda, Light? Bienvenido
I
al
don't want to
semillo.
speak ill of the dead.
No es lácteo. Si le echan lácteos, lo va a reventar la panza.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman
Te hago
with
un
a
favor.
child and all
Háblale a
that.
Pipe Blot. Está
We
lurkeando.
saw
Sí,
them in the
está de
papers
lurk.
and we said to ourselves,
Pipe.
who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
Vindriab dice Pipe.
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You
Uy,
need
sí,
to see
una
them for
peña de
yourself.
limón.
Make up
Vindriab
your own
dice
mind.
Pipe.
¡Abuela! ¡Ta, ta, ta! ¡Panza Byron! Darla. ¿Qué onda, Byron?
Her vision. Was it so
Soap guión bajo
terrible?
no guión bajo
Way
con
I
dice
see
calaco
it.
gilipollas.
The truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Más whisky.
El guión bajo Lord dice le dejo Lord que voy a ver WrestleMania.
¡Oh, WrestleMania! ¡Dale, Byron! Solo, ¿a quién le vas?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
¿Qué onda, Light? Light anda buscando a Pipe Blot, por si lo ven.
Same again, please.
There you go.
Whisky negro. Se me notan un buen las manos, chale.
That's no moonshine.
Que a las
You can
venas.
say that again. House recipe.
Ah, con que mezcal de mar.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Oyen
Screams,
pantajos.
that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Thank you.
Do you like our song?
Sí.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Todos son primos aquí, ¿o? Porque todos se parecen.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
Primo-chan.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night,
Plática de borrachos.
stranger.
So long.
Ajá. Referencia al Resident Evil 4. Qué bonito. Ajá. Como calzón primo.
Nightmares.
El gran
Can
rey.
hear things and voices
Qué
whispering.
mal lo hagan eso.
Will follow
No
its
pongan el nombre
reader
de
and
alguien que no
appear at
conozco.
various locations, gifted with its own consciousness,
Stranger,
until
in
it
my
finds a
chart.
new reader.
Coño, que no deja de leer. Ah, qué seguro. Uno lo pone apuntando a la pared. Nice.
The miraculous catch.
La
Apparently,
Saloma.
the most significant event of the
Milagrosa.
last 80 years.
El de Sheila regresa a puerto para salvar Darkwater del hambre. Habíamos perdido la esperanza. La tripulación de Sheila, lo que quedaba de ella, retornó del puerto de Darkwater a la tarde del martes. Los lugareños acudieron a la carrera de los muelles para dar la bienvenida al último ballenero de la isla y quedaron estupefactos al contemplar la asombrosa captura de la valiente embarcación traía a bordo. El cetáceo superior en tamaño incluso de las formidables ballenas dentadas llenaba toda la cubierta hasta el punto de rebosar una parte de las bordas, lo que explica perfectamente el apelativo por lo que ya se le conoce, la pesca milagrosa. Dos supervivientes relataron una aterradora historia sobre una peligrosa travesía, pero también cantaron las excelencias de la carne de la criatura, inigualable por su calidad y sus inmemorables beneficios en materia de nutrición. Es indudable que el extraordinario tamaño de la ballena permite alimentar a muchos de los habitantes de Darkwater y pondrá fin a la hambruna que padecía la isla. Almacén en alquiler. El señor Marx pone su almacén en alquiler a partir de junio de actividades pesqueras como taller o espacio de almacenaje. Los interesados pueden ponerse en contacto con él a través de su periódico favorito o ir visitarlo a los muelles. Velada especial en la ballena varada. Para celebrar el regreso a casa de nuestros valientes balleneros, todo el personal de la ballena varada les invitará a una degustación excepcional, totalmente gratuita. Vengan con sus familias y amigos a probar la deliciosa carne de la pesca milagrosa. Todos los asistentes llevarán además una botella de aceite, así que no lo duden. Let's go. Cantina chida. Sí.
And the doctor, what did he say?
No, sí, también son primos pero elegantes.
My God.
You said it.
Wow, fuego. Ah, sí puedo salir por ahí.
What you looking at, stranger?
Uy, qué carácter.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
No le gustó que le llamaron chupistrina. Vaya detective. Corre, 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 corre.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Uy, sí que debía dinero el Hawkins. Es el esposo de la señora que estamos buscando. Uy, aquí podemos hacer la de Sing it in the rain, just sing it in the rain. What a wonderful day. I'm just singing in the rain. Nice. Vamos a cerrar la puerta.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Jijiji. ¿Vamos al baño? No, F. Aunque bueno, también eso es una ventaja.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Del milagro. Llévate ese mapa. Vaya detective. Oli. Voy a husmear un poco por acá. Aprendizaje de medicina. Este segundo volumen es una guía sobre ética y buenas prácticas para el personal médico. Nice. Changos, no hemos aprendido mucho medicina. Vindriar es un viejo extraño. Más viejo que extraño o más extraño que viejo. What? Dale, dale, Zoe. Como payaso. Monk. Chador me da mucho sentimiento. Oh, tremendas almejotas. Libros. Ah.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Todos pueden ser gemelos en esta isla. ¿Ya los viste?
What a macabre souvenir.
Órale, una pata de palo. Una pata pirata. Qué seguro todo aquí, ¿eh? Los arpones viendo a la pared. Nice. Nice. ¿Puedo ver otra cosa? Ay, no, se está inundando aquí.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Los términos de nuestro acuerdo están bien claros. Mantener sus hombres bajo control, provocarnos en un lujo que no puede usted permitirse. No hace falta que se responda a este mensaje. Limitarse a pagar su portador, Cat. Hola. Hola, le vamos a dar vuelta de nada que men. Bueno, a ver si vamos a hablar con Fitzroy.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
El esposo de la loba.
That's all I'll get from them.
Estas son pocas fechas legibles, aún 1890, 1907 y una última medio borrada. El resto del documento está tachado. ¿Quién tendría interés en ocultar esta información? Le debe dinero al SAT. ¡Epa! ¿Cómo corre tan rápido el capitán? A ver, vamos a ir por aquí. Se puede.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater.
Hola.
Tell me
Los
what I
capitanes.
can do to help you.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Sí, ya le vi la pata. What?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Ah, ya la leí.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph.
Ay, no, ese ya la vi.
Ah,
Interesting. I thought it was you.
and for good reason.
Your father.
John, his wooden leg.
Which wooden leg?
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
Apenas empiezan a hablar algo interesante. Sí, ya.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
No.
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Maldito NPC. ¡Ey! ¿Qué pasa, tronques? Sabe toda la historia y no me quiere decir. Ah, dejaron de pelear. O sea que ya puedo pasar por ahí. ¡Ijiji! Eso es gaming. Hola, extraño. Niño que llora.
You saw what happened with those sailors.
Nope.
Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Como payaso, dale, Alan. Qué bonito modelote. Ajaja. Modelote de carro. What? Encontrar objetos escondidos. La habilidad de percepción te permite detectar objetos escondidos cerca de ti. Cuando que. Oh. Blanca.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Hola, la blanca. Tronques. Ay. Tronques, no tronles. Pipe, te anda buscando light. Creo que te quiere dar dinero.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Sí. Oh, genio. ¿Y ahora? No, supongo que te va a faltar.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Hola. Aquí anda el acertijo. Dispositivo de carga. Esta pieza permite levantar y mantener alto cargas pesadas.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
No sabía que era exactly what I need. Pero por eso no podía mover la palanca. Gronk, jala la palanca. ¿Qué? Uy.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Sí, pero todavía tengo que encontrar algo. Wow. Mis sentidos arácnidos me dicen que algo me falta. Ventana. Supongo que está adentro, ¿no? Sí. ¿O no? Pierce. Vamos a subir la percepción. Y sí, vamos a tener que hablar más. Que va a ayudar. Panzer Battalion. Qué bonito encendedor.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Ni sabía que podía usar el encendedor. Como... wow.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
El Pierce es como twitchero loquito que tiene que decir todo lo que está pasando.
Broke it.
Ay, menso.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Oh, peleonera.
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, Detective. I'll tell you how things work around here.
Hola.
I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Bueno.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe.
Maybe
or
not.
maybe not.
Wow. Hola. No. Los pollos de la familia.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Ya que lo hace con el encendedor. Ah, qué bien. ¿Dónde me aventaron?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Kat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Ah, falló.
Damnation, I broke it.
Todo menso. No, tienen todo grafiteado el patrón.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two Go die of thirst.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse.
No, it's very simple, in fact.
I don't give a damn about your racket.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting in...
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion?
So, who are you?
Everybody knows.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter.
Cat.
What? You listen through keyhole.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk to...
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like...
She read the...
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas. And the accident, he can be unpredictable. Especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Oh, the girl doctor. Called her. She won't stop asking.
What? Another break?
One of those damn
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly. But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
Is that more dangerous than having a drink with you?
I'm not kidding. The old families, they were here long before us. And they'll be here long after we are gone.
The old families?
The descendants of the first whalers. These people truly worship their ancestors.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. A whole family died in a fire. And I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit. And nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Be a gentleman and move that for me.
¿Se queja? No.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Hola.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. What happened here?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! You again. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Who are you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Because I got a high, because I got a high. La, 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 la. Pásala. Todavía sigue incendiándose el cerro. Tururu, tu, tu, turu. Turururu. Because I got a high. 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 Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Tick, 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 da, dum, dum. Jardín de la mansión de los Hawkins. Adéntrate en la locura. Está bien chido.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion.
¿Vivían en una casa así? ¿O embrujada?
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Vamos por el de Winchester.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Tengo más preguntas.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to add?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Hola.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards...
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice...
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Dice, I laid me down, sleep awake, for the Lord sustain me. ¿Por qué cambió todo? ¿Qué está pasando?
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that
poor kid.
Above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Poor kid. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
Huh. I like the sound of that. But I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley. Or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we...
Stop bothering me!
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
¿De qué año es este juego? Mágico. No, se pegó el chipi chipi. Mm, 2018, changos. ¿Cómo anda, Leo? Más que la novela está basado en el juego.
Follow me. I know the place.
Pero si venías
Who
detrás
left
de
this
mí.
light on?
porque todo deja un aura verde.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched?
Que la carne se ve rara.
Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just a stop along the way. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Según la novela, sí era. Charles Hawkins posa a guisa de explorador ante una ruina de aspecto exótico. Es de dominio público que derrotó sus fortunas en onerosos viajes. ¿Qué estará buscando?
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Oh, pleito. Wait.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Whisky. Ya tenemos todas las pistas, aparentemente. ¿Qué hora fue?
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
No, a las 10.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Está embrujado.
Did someone escape the fire?
Hola.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Charles sure liked a drink.
No.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshal, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller, mentirosín.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it. Let's move on. I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Tremendo ratón. Historia de medicina del siglo XVIII. Esta recopilación sobre medicina y prácticas sanitarias del siglo XVIII solo engloba el conocimiento de las sociedades llamadas civilizadas, sin atención alguna a la influencia de la medicina holística o las tradiciones médicas de continentes considerados anteriores. Mucho. Chido.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Por qué se oye eso? Librería. Biblioteca.
Moby Dick,
Oh.
Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Qué bonita edición.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Sí, más medicina. Sí.
Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colony. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. "20,000 Leagues Under the Sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
¿Por qué se vacila Lu? Legolas.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Muy señor mío, como sabe siempre he albergado por su familia y por usted el máximo de los respetos. Por desgracia no puedo seguir cerrando los ojos ante el comportamiento de su señora esposa. La semana pasada volvió a aterrorizar a mi clientela. Sé que me alberga malas intenciones, pero creo que debería confiarle a los cuidados del Dr. Fuller. Solo él parece capaz de conseguir que atienda razones. Si se repite el caso, le aseguro que por mucho que me duele hacerlo, me veré en la obligación de llamar a la policía. Con todo respeto, Andrew Whitehart. Hola. Estaba aterrorizando a los locales. Qué bonito cuadro. Puerta caída.
Locked.
Pero mira, aquí hay manchones.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Barbital.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
65 miligramos de barbital sódico cada 6 o 4 horas, según se requiera. Si el ataque se vuelve demasiado violento, se añade 25 miligramos de fenobarbital, hasta 3 veces al de la bestia. No es mal que ni mezclar con ningún otro tipo de medicamento durante el tratamiento, doctor.
That's a massive dose.
Sí.
Was Sarah violent?
No puedo abrir ahí. Mira. Estaba leyendo, no sabe.
This padlock is too complicated for me.
Oh, menso. No tengo más puntos. Sí, mira, sí tengo más. ¿Qué será bueno? Fuerza. Representa tu habilidad de buscar objetos escondidos, capacidad de influir en los demás, representa el talento de negarse, una habilidad de aumentar la habilidad de comprender conocimientos pasados gracias al análisis de objetos deseados que llaman. Sí, necesito investigación.
This door is locked.
Pero ve esos rayones. La habitación del niño.
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Epa, ¿qué es eso?
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy.
No, estaban
What
drogando
was
al niño.
wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Aquí está la llave.
It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked.
Pero si tengo una llave.
This door is locked.
Entonces, del otro lado. Oh. Círculo de invocación.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? The door is blocked on the other side. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Hello.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis
Agarra la lupa,
Sanders.
eres un detective.
I wonder why.
Oh no. Mira, Ozzy Osbourne.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried.
Mi querida
Seems she wasn't giving any signs of
Desde que te
life.
marchaste para enterrar en la vida en la isla remota, tu obra ha traído un número creciente de coleccionistas. Te ruego que me envíes nuevos cuadros, los últimos tan sombríos y extraños, conmovedores como ningún otro cuadro los haya sido. Si están vendiendo a precios exorbitantes, te juro que la parte corresponde de la última venta. No olvides de tu amigo que fue el primero en reconocer tu genio y mostrárselo al mundo. Perfecto, Maximilian L. ¿Y si prendemos las velas?
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh, está abierto.
Is anyone there?
De aquí salió 7 layers of fear. Layers of fear. Bien, tengo una lámpara. No, linterna de aceite. Pásalo. Y cuadros embrujados. Ese soy yo. No. Ladrón.
You! Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Hey, pero tengo que regresar arriba. No, no puedo regresar. No, ya no voy a poder regresar.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
I'll cover you.
Hola.
This door was closed earlier.
¿Cuál puerta? Ah, la del fondo.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's
Ahí.
search this room.
Sube por el pasadillo
It looks
secreto.
like an old seaway map.
Ah, qué bonito mapa. Ah.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I
Sí,
must
pero
find a
están
way to
blancas.
activate the opening mechanism.
Un libro, ojalá el libro.
I'd be better off not touching them for the moment. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Ah. ¿Dónde está el mapa?
Doesn't work. Seems like this came from a log.
Isla de Darkwood, navegamos con rumbo al norte en la mañana. El capitán Hamilton robosa confianza. Dice que esta estación lograremos vencer al Orpheus. Ojalá no sonríe en la provincia divina. La divina providencia. Ay, la traducción ahí. Me gusta más cuando las ballenas apenas se dejan rastro.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Comprendo tu preocupación, pero te aseguro que Sara está en buenas manos aquí en el Instituto Riverside. No, Riverside, no, mala idea. Voy a decir que es el ejecutivo muy conocido y un elevado nivel de atención. Solo podría manifestar todo su potencial si se encuentra en un entorno seguro, en manos de personal científico. Tu decisión es tuya, claro está. Pero quiero entender que se está acabando el tiempo. A ver.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Western. Pensé que tenía que ver aquí el mapita.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like it worked.
Increíbles.
Well done, Pierce.
Creo que hacemos un capítulo más y dejamos el stream por hoy.
Secret passage, under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look.
3 seats.
Someone's been here recently.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Pelones sectarios.
What is this mask supposed to represent?
Al Balzagot.
Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone? Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death? This symbol. What does it mean?
La Torre de Mordor.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. These paintings must be several centuries old. This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
Alegoría, creo que no es literal.
These people lying down, are they dead? Are they asleep?
Es un sacrificio.
These buildings seem to have come out of the water. Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all.
Sobre una nomás, a ver qué. Vaya detective. ¿Qué es esto? Fuego griego. Sangre de Cthulhu.
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale. What's going on here?
No.
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into? Well, yeah, there's a passage.
Eso.
A mass grave. A table for sacrifice?
Qué timing.
I got it.
No, tiburón.
I can't breathe.
No, la locura. No.
What's happening?
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Alan Starpro dice, ¿y eso que fue con delay?
Bueno, habíamos entrado en pánico, pero ya todo bien.
Is it my turn? Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us. If your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Oh no, sueño profético. ¿Dónde está mi whisky? Vamos a regresar. Ay.
I can't read Latin.
Pero me lo llevo.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Oh no, así empezó mi sueño. No, aquí matan a Pierce. No, al policía. Pierce, yo soy Pierce.
You who sleeps, accept this dream under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu nithsiha fetag.
Oh no, dijo el nombre prohibido.
Grant him your flesh and accept
Sí, con
his,
todo y apellidos.
so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibith. Padk Katulu Bithko.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Padk Cthulhu Loigna.
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your...
I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you.
Se le está metiendo el Cthulhu.
All you who sleep, we pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Ahora que hizo Blizzard. No. Más super actualizaciones.
Bring me more sacred flesh.
Para jugar Diablo 4 en Game Pass tienes que hacer un rollo y para actualizarlo también. No, ¿qué tienes que hacer?
It looks like a kind of deep coma. What could this ritual have done to them?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
Is there someone intruder?
Me morí, neta. Y si porque si abres el Xbox primero no jala. Y si se corrompe el juego, tienes que borrar el carpeta del launcher de Blizzard. No está tan chido el juego, qué triste. Qué triste que tenga una historia tan rica. Y no sé, tan locochona. Pero, bueno, prometí acabarlo, así que